finally, we're done defining the terms. Another property that we're going to look at that involves simplifying expressions is the distributive property. You've probably seen this before, but let's just recall. Distributive property is when the numbers of the parentheses. You take that number, to represent the numbers. So we're going to take that and we're going to distribute it by multiplying it by both things inside of the parentheses. So for this example, we would take a times b, which gives me ab, plus a times c, which gives me ac. So we're taking this one and we're multiplying it by both things inside the parentheses. Another example, we'll do the same thing, but this time we'll do subtraction. When you distribute that to both things inside the parentheses. So here we're going to have AB minus AC. And that's the distributive property. Another way to look at it is using the area of a rectangle. Let's say I gave you a rectangle that looks like this. And we'll say that this side length here is 3, this side length is 10, and this side length is 2. To find the area of a rectangle, remember area of a rectangle is the length times the width. So if we found the area of this rectangle, we would have 3 times 10, which gives me 30, and then 3 times 2, which gives me 6. So the area was 3 times 10 plus 3 times 6, or 2, sorry. Let me white that out so that's a little clearer. So 3 times 10 was 30. 3 times 2 was 6. So the area of that rectangle was 36. We could have used the distributive property as well. In this case, it would have been 3 times 10 plus 2. Because this side lengths here are 10 and 2. So when you distribute, you do 3 times 10 and then 3 times 2. So 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 2 is 6. 36. So it's the same idea, just shown with a visual with a rectangle. So let's look at some examples. Let's say I gave you 4 parentheses x plus 9. So remember the distributive property states you take this number and you multiply it by both things inside of the parentheses. So I have to take 4 times x, which is 4x, and 4 times 9, which is 36. And then you're done, because we cannot simplify these further. These are not like terms. Try another example. 7 times k minus 3. So I'm going to do 7 times k, which is 7k, and then 7 times negative 3, which is negative 21. So a common mistake that people will make is that they'll forget the negative when they're multiplying. So 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. And again, we're done because we cannot simplify this further. Let's try another example. Negative 3 times n minus 8. So this time we're distributing a negative value. So to distribute a negative value, you just have to remember your signs. So I have negative 3 times n, so that's negative 3n. Negative 3 times negative 8 is positive 24. So that's a common mistake that people will make and forget the negative times a negative. And then the last example, when you are distributing, you are just multiplying. So remember, you got to multiply. So here we're just multiplying negative 2 times 5x, which is negative 10x, and negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. And that's the distributive property. So I'm going to have you work on some practice problems just with using the simple distributive property at this step.